I want to show you some more neon sign specific considerations. So I just went into Google Docs, I typed physics, I set the font to Pacifico. What's kind of nice about that is it makes it more cursive-y. So this is what physics looks like in all capital letters in Pacifico. And then this is what physics looks like. Let me see what the lowercase p looks like. Interesting. So you might want to just play around with that to see what you like. Regardless of what you end up doing, we also need to think about how would the neon light actually run in that channel? Because I think a lot of people have it in mind that, okay, I want it to be this like flowy cursive thing, but let's plan this out. So let's say I started my neon light here. So I've got maybe some power connections right here. As the neon light goes, it crosses through that junction, which is fine because there's nothing in that junction right now. It goes around the corner, it comes back, it gets to here, and now it's running into itself. So this P, even though I've drawn it like this, would only illuminate up to here unless you tried to cut a single little strip of light and put it right there. Now, my experience has said that it's really hard to make a little nub and usually doesn't work. Things that you could think about, do I want to try to have it leapfrog over the other side, which is possible, but I'm just not sure how well that would work. So mentally, as you're doing it, whatever word you're doing or words, plan out, this is where my wire actually starts or my power comes in. It goes around through here, and then it finishes there. Now this one, that would end the P, so let me think about the H now. If I started the H here, like not all the way here, but just right on the edge, here it could run around and down, but this is a really tight corner for that light to follow. So probably this part right there, that's one light, and then you would want to have a new section of light that starts here and goes around the corner and maybe ends right there. And a new section of light that starts here and ends there. And a new section of light that starts there and goes around. So you're seeing that even though it's all connected, you have to think through where does the light actually start and where does it end, because it's going to run into itself. Okay, let's see other considerations. Now, I don't know what your specific word is, and I don't know how well Pacifico is going to join the letters exactly the way you wanted it to. So I did do one thing here. So on a piece of paper, I just took some Sharpie. Where is it? I took some Sharpie and I just connected that Y to that S. All right. Now, you say, okay, Mr. Berger, who cares? Because that's on a piece of paper. How am I going to actually do something with that? Well, the thing is, if you come over here, I forgot to actually take a picture of it. So I'm just going to do this for now. If you insert file, how do I insert? Import. Where is it? Probably on my desktop. Sorry. All right. If I import an image, now this could be you taking a physical picture of whatever you've drawn on a piece of paper, and you upload it onto your computer, and then you upload it into Lightburn. There is a feature here called Trace Image that will take whatever you've drawn and try to make a digital version of where the lines are. So now I can remove the picture and I still have whatever outline was there. But if I took this image from the piece of paper and I had manually drawn in this line, then when it traced, it would have connected and seen one continuous line there. Hopefully that's making some sense. Other considerations. Some other things to think about is how wide are the lights that you have. So for instance, you need to get the light, be able to get the light through whatever the skinniest spot is in the word. So imagine I have no problem running my light through here because it's nice and wide, but starting it, maybe it doesn't fit in that channel. So now I need to think about, maybe I need to make this whole thing just a little bit larger until this gap is now large enough for my light to fit into it, which makes this side a little bit too wide, but you know what? That might just be how it goes. Now, certainly there's troubleshooting that I can't predict for you, but hopefully this video has shown you some basics of things to think about.